or when the game calls for him to come into the midfield and create a numbers overload. The more Owen Wolff is on the ball, the better that is for Austin FC. Unmarked, that's when he tries to pick a setup, find Joao Klaus, who'll be lurking in the central position.
St. Louis City, a 3-0 loss last time out against LAFC. Austin in the Verde, it is St. Louis in all white. There is the whistle. We are underway tonight from Q2 Stadium in Austin.
That makes it to MLS Cup. That's how good I believe that LAFC side is.
Right over the top for Song Bin. It's cut back. Hartel just over the bar. Battle for this loose ball. Vollum comes away with it. Looks in fields. Cut back top of the area. Marcel Hartel over the bar. Stuver watches it fly into the supporters' end. On Berkey. Missed touch as that one ends up out of play off of Celio Pompeu. Possession just in favor of Austin so far this evening. David Critchley talked a lot about the pressure that they want to put on this Austin side and try to set the tempo here at Q2 Stadium. One back in a good area. Marcel Hartel. He'll go for goal. What a goal! How about setting the tempo? Marcel Hartel, 1-0 in Austin.
This ball gets launched into the air, and it's a really just careless ball. Songbin does so well to bring this down and quickly get a secondary touch, but it's the way Hartel checks his shoulder and then receives it on a half turn. He feels the pressure from Sanchez, so that's why he cuts over to the right, and when there's no pressure from his center back, he opens his hips, and my goodness, that is a fantastic strike. Very few goalkeepers in the world are saving that. The shape, the precision, the placement, everything you could want. And a top drawer finish from Marcel Hartel.
Hartel. It's Totland. His cross came through about 4 white shirts. Now Pompeu skies it out of play. I'll find a second.
The St. Louis City are out competing Austin right now in these set pieces, these 1v1 duels. It's all reactionary from Austin. But Pompeu, because he's unable to catch this before it bounces, now he's catching it on the upward trajectory. And that's how he's unable to keep it on target from that distance.
Wolff in swinger, back post, it's in! Svetak there at the back post to bring Austin level.
Tremendous strength shown by Svetak. And Fall jumping in front to go for it. That blinds Totland a bit. He's unable to jump. Svetak takes the chance. What if Fall can't get to this? So he starts his jump anyways. And when Fall misses it, Svetak has done a brilliant job of tracking it the whole way. Berkey is blocked by his own teammate, Pompeu, and that's exactly why you put a man right on the goalkeeper.
Austin scored on their last corner. Owen Wolff drives it in. Uzuni teeing it up, and it's wide. A good effort on the full volley there from Murto Uzuni.
There were 2 players unmarked, and the way that Uzuni runs away with this after he strikes it leads me to believe he thinks he scored it.
Also the youngsters, Brennan McSorley, Mackay Joyner, might they have something to say tonight? Klaus racing forward. Pompeu right there with them. Pompeu right into the middle. Hartel's there. Hartel's a brace. Marcel Hartel all by himself. His 2 goals is St. Louis up.
When this ball gets squared from Pompeu, Hartel recognizes quickly that it's going to come back. He's got to get in front of the defender. So he takes this touch around the corner with the outside of his right. And then looking where Gallagher and Stuver is, he understands that centrally is taken. So he wants to go to the far post, but his momentum is taking him the opposite direction. This would be the best vantage point. Watch how he goes to the outside of his right. He 1000% means to do that, and that is so good in such a tight space. Inventive and ingenious.
Klaus Come in field, Joao Klaus went with his left foot and didn't get the power he was looking for.
Pick your poison, but huge accomplishment for the Union to add that trophy again for the second time.
Here's Wolf. Pereira, he wants a hit. Pereira wasn't far off.
A different type of strike than what we saw in the first half from Hartel. This time Pereira puts his foot through it, that hits this straight on. Very little movement to the ball. But this is a wonderful strike that has Roma.
Here's Fallu Fall. Through the middle again for Hartel. Hartel might go himself. Marcel Hartel saved. Stuver makes the save, and you can hear. Now St. Louis can play out the other way. Here's Betcher, those fresh legs just onto the field. Simon Betcher puts it in front. Mackay Joyner had the opportunity for 3-1.
For the 18-year-old, and he's done really well to win the race to the spot. I'll tell you what, you ever been to a stadium and bought a drink? That's an expensive shower you're getting.
Cross put up, Vaudry nods it in front, Uzuni put it towards goal. Berkey's there for safekeeping. The playoffs once again. Real Salt Lake looking to book their spot. Played it behind. It's Betcher. Simon Betcher cuts it in, lays it off. McSorley's there. McSorley wide of goal, and Hartel was asking for it back for the hat trick. Challenge in the middle with Vaudry going down. He'll pick himself up. And St. Louis coming forward again. Austin has not been able to get much going in the attack, but now it's Betcher again to put it away. Simon Betcher! 3 goals for St. Louis, who will spoil the party tonight in Austin.
Far less conviction than he is here. And the super sub does it again like he's done time and time again in Major League Soccer.
Just lifting it up and over Brad Stuver. St. Louis has been knocking on the door, looking to put this game away. And finally, Simon Betcher, well, he said, good night, Austin. Pressure on here. Betcher going to grounds, moving this forward. McSorley, it's numbers here. Mackay Joyner, can he get one? Saved! Stuver down to his left. Puts the cross in, the heads go up, Fallum was there, and that's the last action. St. Louis spoil the party in Austin. Austin FC not able to clinch a playoff spot tonight.